Right, so now we have to just find this little button down here. Does anybody know what the key sequence is just to start your presentation automatically? Is it F5 to just get it going? Perfect. All right, so now we all know, and all the rest of the presenters know, it's F5. I'd like to thank our sponsors for the venue and the food and beverages, and for supporting this event with video as well, which include the open, whoop, there we go. All right. They'll come back at the end of the presentation, I swear. My name is Guido Stein, and that's Guido pronounced like burrito, just in case you were wondering. And while the presentation may be timed for 15 seconds, I am not, so I will do my best. The hashtag for tonight's event is ISB09. If you're tweeting about this, or if you're putting any kind of blog post up about this, can you please put this into the keywords? It gives us street cred, and we like that. So tonight's event is about spatial, but really, in a lot of ways, there's this question about what is spatial. Is it maps? Is it spatial information? What is spatial information? And really tonight I just wanted to sort of set the theme by talking about a simple spatial point. And this one, I like to call her Sophie, the spatial point. She has 3 elements, X, Y, and Z, and technically Sophie, the spatial point, lives somewhere in this area, at least according to the online internet maps that I created this from. Sophie, the spatial point, has a hard time fitting into any particular category. If I did a quick search looking for spatial information through Amazon.com, and it came up with these many different categories. And then I also thought, well, does Sophie's spatial point live inside of a database? And the reality is, spatial points are sort of like second-class citizens right now in most databases, although they have many different types for, at least 3 different types for just numbers. Oh, this is really going a lot faster than I thought it would. All right. Luckily, Sophie does love GIS. So GIS is Geographic Information Systems, and it's basically technology that helps organize geographic information and spatial information. Sophie also loves the internet because it gives Sophie a way to push out the information in forms of maps or other types of data, as well as RSS feeds, etc., etc. Okay, now it's too slow. Okay, there we go. Sophie's also been very interested in what's going on with mobile, because now you can have those maps that you had on your internet, and now you can see where you are, and you can have all this information, the spatial information being pushed out to your phone, and then from your phone, pushed back to your computer. And now it's the ability for you to tell people where you are, as well as knowing where you are by looking at your phone, instead of trying to figure it out by looking at the street signs, which may or may not exist in Boston, as we all know. Spatial also loves community, and this is sort of where we're at this point with spatial in general. A lot of people are wondering, how is this going to work with the community? Words like crowdsourcing and people who play Foursquare. If you know what Foursquare is, it's a spatial game that people are playing. So now we're trying to figure out, and what tonight is about to some degree is talking about where we're going to go from here. So I thought it would be appropriate to bring up directions from Bing. Although you'll notice that even Bing doesn't know where we are exactly. It says 15 Memorial Drive. So at any rate, tonight we're creating a social space where we can all hang out and talk about spatial and talk about the projects that we're working on. And there will be a break in the middle for us to also hang out, and you can talk to some of the presenters. They all have little P's on their name badges. The presentations, there's a lot of them tonight. It'll be very fun to see how we get through all this, and lots of different topics are covered tonight because spatial doesn't exist in just one place, and that's really important and exciting. Also, during the break, there will be a PowerPoint karaoke opportunity for people. We are going to have a 3-person challenge karaoke, and we're also going to have a solo challenge. And so if you're excited about that, it'll be lots and lots of fun, and you'll win books. And speaking of winning books, we do have a giveaway. I have 2 slides of this, so I'm just going to pull five numbers here. You can check yours. 560. So it's 656560. 656565. Dig a little deeper. And then 656590. So those are 3 numbers. During the break, come find me, and I will keep these tickets up here, and you can claim a book. Again, thanks to our sponsors. They were really nice in helping us out, including the open planning. Oh, there you go, it jumped again. I swear, the sponsors know who they are, and you know who they are now too. My name is Guido Stein. It sounds like Burrito. Thanks so much for coming out tonight, and this has been a lot of fun putting it together. And,